So now that we've done long division, now there is a shortcut, or now I'm going to show you the shortcut for dividing polynomials. And the thing with these is that you can only do it when they're of a certain form. And that form is x minus k. So several things to note about this form. Number one is that the degree is just 1. Okay, so we can only do it when the degree is 1. Also, when the coefficient is 1. Okay, so that's the largest thing that we need to notice. So for example, in here, this number 2, x squared minus x plus 1, we cannot use synthetic division. Same thing, well, this one, number 1, we could, and then this example, we could not use synthetic division. So it could only be of the form where we have like x minus 1, it could be x plus 1, it could be anything of that form. So, in order to start, you need to make sure, again, that you write down any missing terms. So important with the synthetic division because we don't write down, you don't see the x cubes or x squareds or any of those values. So we need to make sure that we have those coefficients in our, when we write it out. So we have cubed, x squared. Now we don't have a 0x plus 9. Okay, so that's fine. So the first step is to write, it's kind of an upside down division sign. So it's going to go here, just like this. And we write the coefficients of the dividend in order from descending exponents. So the coefficients, we have -1, and then a 4, then 0, and 9. Now, the next thing we have x minus 3. So we have what we need to do is we write it as k equals 3. K equals 3. So notice what we're doing is we're solving for x minus k, 3. And so in order to solve it, we have x minus 3 equals 0. We add 3 to both sides. So therefore, x equals 3. Just a big thing on that, that's how we solve for it. But the other part to notice is that it's just the opposite sign. Okay, so if it's a -3, -3 in this form, then you're just going to write a +3 on the outside. Okay, so that's how we set it up. Now, the first step is to just bring down the first number. Okay, bring down the leading coefficient. So this is -1. Now, after that, then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply, and it's going to continue. So we have 3. We're going to multiply this number 3 times this -1. So 3 times -1 is -3. Now we put it inside here. Now we add. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Then we repeat. 3 times 1, that is 3, and that goes here. Then we add. 0 plus 3 is 3. Then repeat. 3 times 3 is 9, and it goes here. Then we add. 9 plus 9 is 18. I drew a box because this box here represents our remainder. Okay, that's our remainder. So if this is our remainder here, then this is x to the 0. This is x1, x squared. So always work backwards to make sure that you know what term we have. So now this final answer, or the quotient, is x squared, -x squared, plus x plus 3 plus the remainder of 18 over the divisor of x minus 3. And so that is the answer. So very, very fast. Now, let me just prove it to you by doing long division with this problem. Okay, so long division. So I'll do it here on this next space. Okay. So that problem, again, was we have x minus 3 and -x cubed plus 4x squared plus 0x plus 9. So just a good way to remember how to do long division. We look at the x and -x cubed, so -x cubed over x is -x squared. That gets written over the -x squared. Then we multiply this -x squared to x minus 3. So we have -x cubed plus 3x squared. Then we subtract, so we change all the signs. This becomes positive, this becomes negative. And so now we are left with x squared, bring down the 0x, plus 0x. Then we divide. X squared over x is x. So we put the positive x here. So x times x minus 3 is x squared minus 3x. Then we subtract. So subtract. So this becomes a 3x. Bring down the positive 9. Then we have to go into the last one. So 3x over x. Oops, deleted too many. So 3x over x is 3. So we add the 3 here. So we multiply. 3 times x minus 3 is 3x minus 9. Then we subtract. So we change our signs, negative, positive. And so this should be looking very familiar. And so this is 18, our remainder of 18. So if you see, our answer is the same. Our quotient, negative x squared plus x plus 3 plus the remainder of 18 over the divisor of x minus 3. So in essence, when we change this value here to a positive, the opposite sign, it kind of does our subtraction for us, right? So we don't have to subtract anywhere, we just add. But we have the same exact answer, negative x squared plus x plus 3 plus 18 over x minus 3. Now go ahead and try the next examples on the worksheet and then check the answers on Google Classroom.